what does this look of bewilderment? You're charged with aggravated robbery. You're charged with retaliation, and now you pick up 2 other cases?
The co-defendant pulled out a handgun, pointed it at the complaining witness, and demanded the pizza.
How scary that is to have someone hold a gun at you, tell them you have 5 seconds to give them everything, or else.
Josh,
They also have, they just have it in themselves.
So let me get this right, Josh. He was out on bond for the aggravated robbery. He was out on bond on the other case, on the retaliation, and then he picked up these 2 new cases, right? Is that right?
let me check that.
I think he was out on bond for the ag rob, and then,
Oh, the
Picked up.
ag loss from May.
yes. And then picked up
Took a
theft.
retaliation on 9/4, and then after that, so it's a 3rd time he's out, and then he picks up another case?
These allegations, Judge, are from August of this year, the 2 cases in this court.
Yes.
Let me see.
It was after the ag rob and before the retaliation.
All right, so the retaliation is September 3rd. Mischief is August 28th.
So big, not a few.
Theft is August 8th, 28th as well.
So I found out I had one. Got myself there.
So it's a British one that just has the control information.
Okay, so let's talk about this. So officers get a call that a robbery has occurred. Complainant stated to officers, 2 defendants later identified as Defendant Marshall and Defendant Ronald Waters, which was our other defendant from the other day, right? Remember Ronald Waters from yesterday? Hereinafter referred to as Waters and Marshall walked into a store, destroyed a glass partition, which was $300 to replace, and walked out of the store with 3 vapes and other stuff. Sodas and complainant stated both defendants walked in at the same time. Waters came up to the counter stating he wanted to purchase a t-shirt located behind the counter. While that was happening, Marshall attempted to come behind the counter, but the complainant was able to stop him. He reported that Marshall then came around to the front of the counter where Waters was. That he was distracted by Waters, who purchased a t-shirt, opened the packaged shirt, and seconds later wanted a refund, which he gave him the refund. Complainant reported that as that was happening, Marshall used his hands to mess with the glass partition, heard the glass breaking, grabbed 3 vape pens, other things, and ran out the store without any attempt to pay. Complainant states that he knows both defendants by sight and can identify them from priors. So while being out on all that, on the aggravated robbery, in that one, what do we have? Did he hold someone up?
Background.
Yeah, let's see how dangerous Mr. Marshall really is. Allegedly.
So the complaining witness was a delivery man for Domino's. I believe he made a delivery to the co-defendant in that case. The complaining witness said he felt something wasn't right and told the co-defendant to just pay him half so he could leave. The co-defendant pulled out a handgun, pointed it at the complaining witness, and demanded the pizza. The complaining witness noticed this defendant by his vehicle at that point and observed defendant Marshall open his front passenger door, reach in and steal a fanny pack that held his cell phone. So this defendant
Part of the offense. He's not the one with the actual.
he was not the one pointing the gun, yes, Judge.
The complainant began to feel that something was not right and offered to accept half the amount due for the pizza just so that he could leave the location. White then pulled out a firearm, pointed at the complainant, and demanded the pizza. White told complainant that he had 5 seconds to give him everything he had and began to count out loud. Do you know how scary that is to have someone hold a gun at you? Tell them you have 5 seconds to give them everything or else. That is really, really terrifying and can cause people to have nightmares, all kinds of psychological issues. God. When defendant White reached his 5-second countdown, the complainant stated that he saw defendant White attempting to pull the trigger and could hear a clicking sound. It was at that moment the complaining was fearing for his life. He attempted to push defendant White's pistol away from his face and was able to retrieve his own firearm, namely a pistol. Complainant feared for his life and discharged the pistol at defendant White. Oh, the complainant shot and killed defendant White, who died at the scene. Complainant stated the defendant Marshall ran off with his property and the complainant drove to a safe location before calling the police. This is Houston. I will do everything in my power to protect our city. And I want you to understand that. And that person is now gone. For a pizza, his life is now gone. How well did you know this person? How well was he a good friend of yours?
Someone I knew in the apartments.
I'm going to make each of your bonds $3,500. Mr. Marshall, I want you to understand that if you are able to make bond, I'm putting a whole host of conditions on you.
So I will understand.
Don't be a danger to our city. You have but one life. Stop. You have but one life. You know, when it's gone forever. And it's so very, very short. So heed the advice, because I'm not giving you any more warnings. Do you understand? Okay. Thanks, Steve. Thank you.